Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Lawliet and Soin. This game taking place here on Terranistan. Soin has spawned as the red orc in the top left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Lawliet choosing random and getting orc on the bottom right hand side. Gonna be an interesting game to say the least. Lawliet getting orc, not your typical mirror match, and we'll see how all of this comes together. Hello Crota, always a pleasure to watch. Always a pleasure to have viewers. Thanks for tuning in. Really enjoying WarCraft 3 in 2020. Reforged didn't really live up to my expectations, but it did revitalize the community a little bit, and we see more tournaments going on. Hopefully this will turn into something that grows WarCraft 3 as opposed to just a last hurrah. Coming back around Altar of Storms, Barracks, Burrow, pretty much going to be seeing the similar build coming in from the other side here, and what is going to be the hero of choice. Hero of choice will be difficult to spot in just a moment. Let's see, it is going to be a Blade Master coming in from Lawliet. Meanwhile, Soin going for a Shadow Hunter first. Shadow Hunter, a very, very strong hero now that, well, players were able to use that Lightning Shield creeping ability to get some extra bonus damage early on. That was one of the problems with that Shadow Hunter during the early stages of the game. The Shadow Hunter was not able to creep out quickly enough, but, well, hand it to the creeps to actually help the Shadow Hunter be able to creep out faster. And Lawliet as Orc, I don't think I've seen that. Should be very interesting to watch. Well, that is the reason why this game was recommended to me. All right, there's a way to deal with land development issues. If there is just something in your way, attack it, it will move, and then you can go ahead and set up that Voodoo Lounge where you want. Blade Master sitting at level 1, no Voodoo Lounge though, and interestingly enough, with no Voodoo Lounge, what is the Blade Master gonna do? He's gonna hold on to that School of Town portal, and it looks as though he's actually gonna try and clear out these center creep camps. Interesting proposition, clearing out the center creep camps as opposed to the creeps back closer to home. This is one of those spots where actually clearing out the center creep camp with a Tavern Hero makes a lot of sense. You don't really feel delayed whatsoever, as the Blade Master going to go ahead and pick up Gloves of Haste. Heading back off to the north here, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this last Rogue Wizard and, well, try and finish things up. There is that Frost Armor right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack another unit. You're going to get Frost Armor on somewhere else. 1, 2, 3, finishes it off. Get double Gloves of Haste. Blade Master not with critical, or did it get critical strike? Yes, it did. But the Blade Master with Windwalk Strike, when it finally gets up to critical strike, should be able to do it pretty regularly. As we're looking at, well, the Blade Master trying to walk around here. All right, a little bit of damage once more. No healing wave. Peon gonna try and, well, wander around. Double Gloves of Haste. If we see Soin actually click on the Blade Master, seeing those double Gloves of Haste, he should have a good idea of what Lawliet went for. Tech to tier 2 already, well, 60% of the way done. Meanwhile, this Great Hall a little bit behind, as that Voodoo Lounge was built significantly earlier. Blade Master picks up a Circlet of Nobility. Meanwhile, Hex onto a Grunt. That Grunt is actually walking himself into trouble. He's trying to get closer and closer to aggro those units. And, well, he does end up getting aggroed. Is he going to be able to escape? No, he is not. Getting taken down right there. All right, units now looking to back up once more. Meanwhile, Blade Master continuing to get Gloves of Haste. Gloves upon gloves upon gloves, apparently, as the Blade Master is going to use that Scroll of Town, or Staff of Teleportation, to head back out. All right, Healing Salve quickly being used, and we'll see where all of this is going down next. Shadow Hunter out onto the field here. No Lightning Shield to help with the creeping there, as the Blade Master wants to put some pressure, as we see another Hex go down onto another Grunt. A lot of damage getting added on once more. Blade Master going after that Shadow Hunter. Not going to be able to keep distance, as Lawliet, well, switches direction again. All right. Now, I often wonder about professional players when they choose, when they play random or decide to go for an off race on the ladder, and then all of a sudden they see a name that they recognize. They're like, I wish I didn't queue up using random this time around. Would have been nice to actually play my main race in this game, but perhaps he's just trying to go for a bit of practice. Shadowhunter going to be coming back off here, trying to return the favor, taking down some of the opponent's creep camps to get a little bit of an experience lead. Tyrannus Stand is one of those maps, very important that you keep track of the number of creeps on the map. Was this a ladder game? Yes, it is. Actually, I believe this is a ladder game. Normally this is definitely a NetEase game, and I don't believe it's associated with any particular tournament. So if that is the case, then it would most likely be ladder. All right, Blade Master making its way back down once more. Are we going to see a second hero? It is going to be a Shadow Hunter going up against a Pit Lord. All right, Soin changing things up here, going for a Pit Lord second. That Pit Lord does deal a lot of damage and is perhaps a bit of the opposite of the Blade Master. Blade Master very good at dealing damage to a single target, able to burst them down. Meanwhile, the Pit Lord able to reduce the amount of damage that other units deal while having Cleave to increase the amount of damage it deals to multiple targets. We should be looking at a healing wave coming across here onto that Pit Lord soon, or perhaps just waiting for the Shadow Hunter to get to level 3. A lot of slow getting cast there. There's a reveal, making sure that the Blade Master is not nearby to do a little bit of haunting. All right. Pit Lord gonna get taken down here, or no, not taken down. Those Kobold Geomancers gonna get taken down. Shadow Hunter picks up Robe of Magi, the perfect item for that Shadow Hunter, as the Shadow Hunter wants a lot of mana to keep all of these units alive and well. Now, so far, the pacing of this game is a bit strange. We are not seeing a lot of engagement between the two. We aren't seeing a lot of even heavy creeping right now. The heroes are only at level 2 and level 1, and we also don't see expansions. We're finally going to start seeing creeping out and getting higher level from Soin as they're able to clear out this creep camp here. But the timing and the pacing of this game just seems a little bit strange, as we're going to see, a quick hex onto the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter could be in trouble. Down it goes. The Shadow Hunter was actually denied and no experience gained, but losing a level 1 Shadow Hunter, still a very big issue. All right, Blade Master, is it going to end up getting taken down, sitting at level 3, going to try to get off that last shot here? Are we going to see another hex? Are we going to see an ensnare? That is the question, as the Blade Master able to back up. Level 3, level 2 going up against level 3, almost level 2, as the Shadow Hunter gonna resurrect rather quickly. Coming back over here to the bottom left, Pit Lord sitting at level 2 also has Scroll of the Beast, getting in additional items for protection here. Also having Howl of Terror. Not quite sure why the Pit Lord doesn't often use that Howl of Terror early on. But then again, well, mana is often an issue if you don't have obsidian statues for your Pit Lord. Shadow Hunter Pit Lord combination. Blade Master is nearby, going to be able to do a lot of harassment here. Perhaps even do a bit of stealing. Are we going to see a Howl of Terror? There's that Blade Master with that steal. Gets a quick hex right there, as that, that Blade Master could be in trouble. All right, Book of the Dead being used, and there we see, well, the Spirit Walker quickly trying to go into the ethereal form, not able to do it. Blade Master is getting that kill, picking up the Book of the Dead, and pretty much bringing an army to him in the middle of this fight here. So much damage being dealt as another hex goes down. All right, we are looking at, well, a hex go down on a wind-walked Blade Master there, as it looks to back up again. All right, Pit Lord in position. Very nice. Pit Lord in position. Going to go ahead and clear up the remainder of this creep camp. Blade Master doesn't have any more mana. Doesn't want to try and take down this low hit point grunt, only to get himself hurt in the process. All right, we are looking at Taurens coming out from Lawliet. So Lawliet going into Tier 3, going into Tauren. A little bit of a questionable move, as Hex does shut down Tauren for quite some time. Are we going to be going into, yes, double Tauren totems, and the Spirit Walkers are already at Mastery Training. So Mastery Training, we are going to see, well, that Ancestral well, that what the mastery training, be able to just get those Taurens resurrected right there, as they are now just trying to fight their way through. Raiders gonna actually take a fair bit of damage as the Spirit Walkers need to back up. Are we gonna go into the ethereal form? Yes, we are. And the Raiders are going straight after the Spirit Walkers, as the Spirit Walkers have, well, losing that armor type battle race. All right, Pitlord continuing to fight back once more. Are we gonna see perhaps some sort of attacks? Howl of Terror being come down, as well the units are just fighting left and right here. More damage being dealt across all of these units, and it looks like Soin gonna be forced to do a tactical retreat here, as we are looking at a rather surprising army coming in from Lawliet, going in Blade Master, Shadow Hunter into mass Taurens with the Tauren and the Spirit Walkers. All right. I liked the move that the Spirit Walkers are now from the Tauren Totem as opposed to that Spirit Lodge. It makes the synergy that much stronger, being able to start and training up those Spirit Walkers, getting in that adept training, and then easily start building up those Taurens once Tier 3 finishes. So far, the Taurens clearing things up here. Shadow Hunter going to be able to get up to level 3 in just a moment. Item dropped. It is, what, a Boots of Quel'Tha Loss, I believe, as a Shadow Hunter, well, getting in some more healing again. All right, Soin trying to rain on this parade, going to be coming into position, perhaps getting some ensnares. Are we going to see a Howl of Terror? No Howl of Terror, just Cleave coming in with the attacks. No Gloves of Haste. The Pit Lord, however, does have Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, getting in some of that bonus damage as well. Kodo out onto the field really wants to end up trying to eat up a Tauren here, but unable to do so. Purge from the Orb of Lightning coming in from the Blade Master, stopping that Kodo Beast in its tracks. However, the Kodo Beast does find something in its belly. All right, a little bit of trouble right there. There's that Howl of Terror. Blade Master trying to stay alive, trying to cut his wave out of a dangerous spot that it does not look good at all. All right, more damage coming back across here, and Lawliet going to be losing the Blade Master, a Tauren, with a Tauren still being digested. Units now running back off to the north here. Are they going to be able to retreat back? Lawliet in a bit of trouble. Soin, well, getting hexed right there. Are we going to see more attacks coming back across, as that Spirit Walker is taking quite a bit of damage? And, well, even with Spirit Link, because it's in the ethereal form, it is taking bonus damage again. Kodo Beast, 2 Taurens in the belly of the beast right there, and that is the reason why most players would not dare try to go for Taurens in the Orc Mirror match. Hungry Kodos, a very, very big portion of the game, as we may see Soin start transitioning into Berserkers, perhaps, to try and deal with those Kodos. It is even in supply, about 60 compared to 59, but considering that Lawliet has 10 food trapped in these Kodo Beasts, well, that is definitely bad news. All right, Pit Lord, Shadow Hunter, I do not believe they'll be able to level up even after finishing the creep camps and finishing off these Kodo Beasts, but they will make their way very close, getting much closer to level 5. Not every day you see Kodo Beasts swallowing up a Tauren. Interesting choice here. And, well, they also, I don't believe you can resurrect a unit that is digested, since there is no skeleton for you to try and resurrect at all. In comes the Pit Lord here. Kodo Beast in the backfield. It looks like there's about 100 to 200 hit points left on those units. It doesn't look like Lawliet is planning to try and save them either, as the Pit Lord, well, clears up this creep camp here. So far, we're just waiting for that digestion to happen to free up some supply, and then Lawliet may be able to come back. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and that's what he's trying to do here. And he should be able to get up more Taurens in just a moment. More Taurens are getting trained up back at home. Kodo Beast, one was digested, another one will be digested as well, sitting at 65 over 70 supply compared to 59 over 60. All right. Does Lawliet have enough to just try and train up some more units? He does. 2 more Taurens joining in on the battlefield. 67 supply over 70 here. And, well, only time can tell how this next battle is going to go down. All right, Pit Lord does get to level 5. So level 5 on the Pit Lord, level 4.5 on the Shadow Hunter, not at level 5, but plenty of very, very strong items to keep these units alive. Also an Ankh of Reincarnation on the Pit Lord. In addition to that Potion of Greater Healing, that Pit Lord is just going to be able to stick around for quite a while. While transferring the Ankh over to the Shadow Hunter, not quite sure why there. We'll see what comes of that. All right, it looks like the majority of the creep camps have all been cleared out. Only 3 level 1 creeps left, or 5 level 1 creeps left out on the map. Blade Master sitting at 3, Shadow Hunter sitting at 3, going up against a very dangerous 5-4 coming in from Soin. All right, Kodo Beast have empty bellies, 2 in the back here. Tauren are ready to move out once more. And, well, items are going to be very, very key here as we are going to be looking into an engagement. Tauren's trying to get into position. Kodos are in the back as well. Spirit Link getting cast across all of those units as we see, well, some critical strikes. Howl of Terror being used quickly getting dispelled by those Spirit Walkers as a Kodo Beast, well, now starting to eat on another Tauren again. All right, we are looking at Illusionary Kodo Beast as well. And is it going to be able to, well, trick his opponent? That is the question once more, as that Kodo Beast should be trying to back up. Well, Howl of Terror at, well, those, excuse me, Cleave actually making its way through, trying to push its way back out. All right, trying to push its way through here. Walkers are trying to back up Spirit Link. Well, not really quite working there as all these units are just falling left and right. Soin going to be losing a couple of grunts. 75 supply compared to 56. Tauren not really using Pulverize all that much. Not that much AoE damage as the Taurens with 31 to 43 damage and the Shadow Hunter of Soin now being forced to back up here. A lot of damage being absorbed. And, well, that was a tactical retreat. 56 supply over 60 compared to 75 over 80. We are looking at how many Kodos, Taurens getting digested. There you are. A large number of those units getting digested once more. Shadow Hunter should be able to get to level 5 here. Meanwhile, a lot of healing salves will be used to try and heal up the remainder of this army here. Peons are going to start saturating this gold mine here in just a moment. I believe we are only at Stronghold by Soin, not at Fortress. So that is the reason why there was no Tiny Great Hall. All right, Lawliet has access to Tiny Great Hall. The Walkers are getting resurrected here. The Spirit Walkers getting resurrected once more, freeing up some additional supply. Now sitting at 80 over 80 supply with an additional Tauren being trained up at home. 1-2 upgrades. Those Tauren, well, 1-2 upgrades compared to 1-1 upgrades. The army of Soin a little bit beefier, but it's really the Kodo Beast who are carrying this game with their stomachs. Now, how is this game going to be unfolding? Blade Master, Shadow off to the north. By putting pressure on the expansion here, he can force an engagement, but what he doesn't want to do, Lawliet does not want to give a lot of time for digestion to these Kodo Beasts. If they are able to finish digesting these next 2 Tauren and then follow up with a very strong attack and digest again, hit, eat, and run, that is perhaps just the bad news here. We are looking at this expansion about to get taken down. Meanwhile, this expansion here, a little bit more established with Orc Burrows, should end up getting taken out as well. Raiders are all in position. Are we looking at, it looks like the Raiders do in fact have a pillage, getting in a little bit of additional gold. There's the Scroll of Town portal coming in, and all those units are going to be, well, just dropping in from the sky. Howl of Terror already quickly coming across. Taurens quickly, or losing a little bit of that damage bonus here as the Pit Lord still trying to fight his way through. Level 3 Cleave trying to put in some additional damage as well, adding in that damage per attack, and still getting in that AoE damage here. Grunt's continuing to fight. Low hit point Grunt. Kodo Beast gets another Tauren in the belly, so 15 supply lost in those Kodos, as these 2 Kodos in the back should be able to get new targets here in just a moment. All right, Kodo Beasts, are they going to be able to eat some more? We see some resurrection. Pit Lord getting up to level 5. Are we actually going to see Doomguard as the level 5 Shadow Hunter should be able to start using Healing Wave as well? All right, units are still trying to fight their way back out of this tough spot. Taurens are finally able to start pulverizing. There is some more resurrection indeed. There is an ensnare, and this, well, one Tauren is just going to get taken down. Kodos actually have room in the belly to try and eat a little bit more and, well, cause his opponent to stay in low upkeep without getting any of that advantage here. All right, we're going to see a little bit more fighting getting underway. You cannot resurrect a Tauren that is digested. So that is another reason for them to jump inside the bellies, so to speak, as the Blade Master shows up. There goes another dine and dash scenario. 2 Kodos slowly getting dine and dashed here. Meanwhile, Blade Master trying to finish off this Kodo beast. And, well, is it going to end up surviving? All right, there is that Tauren coming back out, getting resurrected once more. There is plenty of room to try and eat up another Kodo beast. Why isn't he trying to go for it? Howl of Terror right in position as the Blade Master stays alive at 20 hit points with a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. All right, Kodo beast going to go ahead and dine and dash once more. Scroll of Town Portal taking your meal home. And, well, that is it. 15 supply in the bellies of all of these units. Soin at 57 supply compared to 67 actually effectively has the larger army out on the field. As long as these Kodo beasts are still alive and well, they will still continue to digest these units, and these units are just lost. Pit Lord will get to level 6 in, well, I don't know how long ever it takes for this Kodo beast to be finished digesting. All right, a little bit of mining still happening here. We are looking at one base. I guess it's almost one base to one base, as the main bases are nearly mined out. What is Lawliet's follow-up strategy going to be? Thank you for the follow. As well, Lawliet not as creative with Orc as, well, Soin is at this point. Lawliet has invested a lot into this particular strategy, getting up to tier 3, getting up mastery on those Spirit Walkers, so it makes sense that he wants to win with these Tauren. It just doesn't look like that will be effective. He is down in army size when you factor in that the units are being digested. He is down in hero levels as the Pit Lord gets up to level 6 and now has access to Doom Guard. All right, so he can even Doom Guard one of the opposing Taurens as well, to have it slowly die too. That you cannot disenchant that ability, I don't think, and, well, that could just cause more problems once again. We are looking at 5 Tauren out on the field. The Spirit Walkers still should be able to resurrect a little bit more. We are looking at 67 supply going up against 75, as the hungry Kodos, well, are going to be looking for fresh meals. All right, Raiders diving on in here. Guard towers trying to be established. Taurens now making their way in. Kodo beasts, are they going to be able to eat any targets? Yes, they are. There goes one easy meal already, as a second easy meal could be coming into play. No, Soin does not digest with that second Kodo beast, as it is still retreating. Are we going to get a Howl of Terror or a Doom Guard? Yeah, Doom Guard onto that Tauren. Tauren is just going to be taking damage over time before it finally gets taken out. This Kodo beast trying to escape back away, down to 135 hit points, constantly getting purged, constantly getting healed. Blade Master right there, Howl of Terror, greatly reducing the amount of damage that Kodo beast is taking, and I was able to finally retreat back with the Blade Master not giving up just quite yet. Another ensnare. Blade Master switching targets for some strange reason, perhaps unable to get close enough there, as the Shadow Hunter now at level 6. It could actually go for Big Bad Voodoo, and it does. Big Bad, oh no, actually I thought it did Big Bad Voodoo. No, it did not. Level 6, level 3 Healing Wave, level 3 Hex, as this Kodo beast eats another target, able to stay alive at 286 hit points. Meanwhile, the Spirit Walkers are trying to finish it off. Not going to work out well. This Kodo beast gonna finally get taken down. There it goes, but a Doom Guard shows up out onto the field, and now making its presence known. That's what the animation was, that Doom Guard finally making its presence known here. Units now trying to make their way back. Healing Wave bouncing around, and 57 supply compared to 59. Kodo beast still digesting. That is 10 supply in the belly of the beast, as the Blade Master still trying to stay alive here and finish off more units again. All right, another Tauren gonna get taken down. Spirit Walkers are alive and well right now. Are we going to see another Hex go down yet onto that Pit Lord? Meanwhile, the Kodo beast down to 126 hit points. It may get taken down. Healing Wave trying to keep him alive, and it looks like a Howl of Terror is going to keep him alive ever so barely, but no, he gets taken out as well. The Kodos are finally gone. A couple more Taurens could get taken out here. Blade Master, Doom Guard getting purged here. Healing Wave trying to save Doom Guard. Still has 18 seconds for another to cast out again, and there it goes. Down goes that unit. All right, trying to go for the reveal here. The Pit Lord does not have enough mana to try and finish off the remainder units here. We can see an Ankh of Reincarnation. Shadow Hunter is here as well. We're looking at the Grunt about to get taken down, and Lawliet actually coming out ahead after being behind by so much, even though he's still going up against 2 level 2 heroes. All right, Pit Lord falls at level 6, even though he had a potion of greater healing, and the War of Attrition actually goes in favor of Lawliet. How did Soin lose that battle? Soin was doing so well with those Kodo Beast hit and run tactics. He finally decided to try and stay nearby. Pit Lord back out onto the field here has, well, a little bit of extra damage. We're going to be looking at the fight now coming into position. Taurens now making their way in as well. Spirit Walker's going to try to join in on the fight. That Spirit Walker gets taken down in no time flat. Blade Master gets taken down. Now level 7 on the Pit Lord. All right, level 7 Pit Lord. Is it going to make that much of a difference? Are we going to perhaps get ensnares onto that Shadow Hunter? Yes, we are. There's an ensnare onto the Shadow Hunter. This Shadow Hunter down to 195. There's a, are we going to see a Hex? No, healing wave. This Shadow Hunter going to have a healing wave as well, as that Shadow Hunter trying to back up once more. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 6 trying to chase after those units. Spirit, well, over focusing on heroes can be hazardous to your health, as that Shadow Hunter looking to back up here. There are enough raiders. The Pit Lord can actually finish off many of these Tauren. Why isn't it going to do so? Going after these units would actually be very beneficial here indeed, as we're looking at a Howl of Terror. There goes a Hex onto one Pit Lord. That, or sorry, one Tauren. That Tauren's going to get taken down. Well, Spirit Link making it a little bit more difficult. One more shot. Come on. Finishing off. There it goes. Are we going to see another ensnare onto that Tauren? It's going to be a little bit of time. There is the ensnare. Spirit Link really giving him about 1,000 hit points as he shares all of that damage with those other remaining units. All right, Shadow Hunter gonna be sitting at level 7 here in just a moment. 2 level 7 heroes coming in from Soin, going up against 2 level 5 heroes. 43 supply compared to 37, and still, well, no one with a clear advantage yet. Are there any more corpses on the ground? That's what I'm looking for. If there's any corpses on the ground, that could be more Taurens to pop back up. That's a Tauren ready to spring up from the ground. Is a Spirit Walker going to make its way over and try and resurrect it? I do believe so. All right, bringing over a Spirit Walker to try and try and resurrect. There's that one unit here. Was there another one? Yes, there's those 2 Taurens. Both could come back here, and that is just good management by Lawliet, knowing where exactly those units are. It costs 250 mana, or is it? I believe it costs a lot of mana to try and resurrect, so those units could be coming back out here in just a moment. Going to be a little bit of time. There you are, both resurrected, both Spirit Walkers now low on mana, but getting back 10 supply, absolutely key, as we see a Doom Guard, well, going to be coming out of this Tauren here in just a second. Healing Wave, bouncing around, trying to save that Tauren from being able to have a Doom Guard here in a matter of seconds. Well, as we're going to see the Great Hall about to take down as well. All right, Tauren, there you go. Doom Guard is out onto the field. Are we going to see a Stomp trying to finish out the remaining units? There goes the Soin. He's going to try and back away. Are we going to see Cripple or anything else? No, we are not. Soin forced to escape, even though he has a Doom Guard out on the battlefield. Long distance mining from Lawliet to grab gold from this gold mine as well. Soin having the economic advantage, at least for now. This Doom Guard, well, it is not going to be sticking around for very, very long. It should try and perhaps run in somewhere and get in some damage, try to be effective. Its timed life, not that, well, not going to be that helpful here, as the Pit Lord, well, with what level 3 Howl of Terror, level 3 Cleave, and Doom Guard. Shadow Hunter does in fact have Big Bad Voodoo, but if it actually is used, I would be really surprised. All right, Blade Master breaks Windwalk in order to stop that Shadow Hunter's Clarity Potion. A little bit more now coming into position again, as the Doom Guard is in position here. Why isn't the Doom Guard using Stomp? That is the question. He is completely surrounded right now. Could stun down many of those units, or Rain of Fire. Where is it going to go? Is it going to try and Stomp? Tauren is now getting eaten by Soin as well. And the Doom Guard really could have just saved this Kodo Beast by preventing a lot of the damage that the other Taurens were dealing to it. More battling coming through here. Kodo Beast trying to retreat back down to 93 hit points. Tauren's now back out onto the field. Doom Guard, well, gonna perhaps try and get in a little bit of damage. There's that Stomp finally being used, as it looks like the Doom Guard will be coming to an end here in just a moment. Meanwhile, Pit Lord, the Doom Guard countdown has come to an end, but doesn't have the mana in order to start casting it on another unit once more, as we could be seeing, well, higher and higher level heroes. Shadow Hunter now completely surrounded. Blade Master going to get taken down here in just a moment. There it goes. and things are just going from bad to worse. Spirit Walkers could finish off some more other units here as they try to go into the ethereal form. Not going well. Lawliet actually going in and out of spirit form pretty regularly to try and finish off his opponent's imposing units, Spirit Walkers, and getting an advantage that way. 31 supply compared to 38. As we're looking at the level 5 Shadowhunter trying to dance around, finishing off some more units as well. All right, Tauren down to 77 hit points. Is this one Tauren going to get taken out? There is a resurrection on another Tauren right there. Healing wave trying to keep the units alive as we are looking at the Pit Lord still wandering around here. Pit Lord going to go after the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter down to 400 hit points, dropping regularly still as we see an Ankh of Reincarnation as the Pit Lord will be coming back into the game here. Pit Lord resurrected here. All right, another resurrection on that Tauren, and the Tauren now going to be making its way back down. 48 supply. Looks like another Tauren, however, was taken out. Raiders going to try and engage here. No pulverize, no attacking. Not quite sure why. There you go. There's that pulverize. Are we going to see a bit of damage? There goes another Raider. And this game is still going on strong as this Tauren trying to fight back, but it is going to turn into a Doom Guard here in just a moment. No pulverize from that Tauren to try and finish off more of that mining as we still have long distance mining coming in from Lawliet. All right, more ensnare. Crazy game, both sides. Not quite sure what's happening here. The Tauren could try and finish off a couple more of these units as this Tauren going to get taken down. Pulverized almost finished off that Raider down to 25 hit points. All right, Great Hall coming in from Soin on the left side here. Maybe able to get some mining. This game is just going absolutely crazy. Taurens constantly getting resurrected, and basically using mana as a resource to train up units. That's what we're looking at right here, right now. More long distance mining. Blade Master getting resurrected once more. Shadowhunter is at level 6. 38 supply compared to 47. And are there any other Taurens to resurrect? Yes, there is. But that with that Tauren to resurrect, it is just going to turn into experience for Soin. And Soin may actually be able to get up to level 8 on his Pit Lord here in just a moment. Is he going to get there? No, just 21 experience shy. All right, dropping a couple of items, going to go ahead and get healed, pick back up those Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Trying to get back up to 1,600 hit points with 9 armor. That Pit Lord going to be very difficult to take out, with its major damage. All right, here we are. Shadowhunter going to be in a curious position, getting ensnared. Blade Master trying to offering a little bit of protection. Pit Lord is right there. There is a stomp, a little bit more stun coming in underway. There's a follow-up Hex, and that is going to be the game. Soin only needing level 8 heroes to beat Lawliet. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a great game. Level 8 heroes. Shadowhunter opening followed up by that Pit Lord in order to just deal large amounts of damage. The number of resurrections in how many times Lawliet lost a unit and then just walked around with that Spirit Walker until he was able to get it back up again. Unfortunately, that just ended up feeding the experience of the opposing 2 heroes for Soin, being able to get to that Doom Guard and being able to see multiple Doom Guards be used throughout the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.